Khalsa, as I mentioned, is the main sect within Sikhism. It was instituted by the final Sikh guru and is typified by what's called the 5 Ks. And these are physical representations of belonging to the Sikh community, which were instituted in order to set Sikhs apart. Because there's a temptation when Sikhs are being persecuted to try to blend in with the crowd, to not proclaim your faith, and to sort of pass as either a Muslim or a Hindu. But because of these 5Ks, Sikhs at that time and to this day certainly stand out and are easily identifiable. So they are, the first K is the Kes, which means uncut hair. Sikh men grow their hair and wear it under a turban. Kanga, which is a comb. And this represents the importance of good hygiene and effectively sets Sikhs apart from people like the Jains, who are ascetics and who don't care for their bodies and maintain cleanliness. For Sikhs, health and hygiene are regarded as important. The third and fourth are the Kara and the Kripan. The Kara is an iron ring worn around the wrist, which is a constant reminder of your faith and your religious obligations, and serves a useful function in battle. It can be used as a shield to block your opponent's blow. The Kripan is a sword worn by all Sikhs, which represents their willingness to defend justice and defend their faith. Final is the Kak, which is short pants worn underneath your clothes, and is a reminder that you're expected to be morally pure and not engage in sexual relations outside of marriage. And this is a representation of the 5Ks. So the Adi Granth, again, which means first book, is the primary Sikh scripture. There's also a secondary scripture, the Dasam Granth, which is attributed to the 10th Guru, but it's not nearly as central or important as the Adi Granth. It's believed to be consist of teachings of the first 5 gurus. It's written in the languages Hindi and Punjabi. Includes hymns, poetry, religious instructions, etc. And it is, as I said, is regarded as the final and ultimate Sikh guru. So is the leader of the Sikh community, and it's treated with great honor, and occupies a place of prominence in Sikh temples, and is in general treated very, very respectfully, to a greater degree even than Bibles or Qurans of other holy books. In terms of their beliefs, Sikhism is in many ways an amalgam or a combination of Islam and Hinduism, because, again, Nanak's intention was to find a spiritual path which would encompass all people and enable peace and coexistence. So, from Hinduism, Sikhs retain the idea of samsara. We're trapped in the cycle of death and rebirth, and they believe that we're trapped in samsara due to halmai, which is self-centered pride, lust, anger, greed, and attachment. So, again, quite similar to Buddhist and Hindu teachings. From Islam, however, Nanak derived the belief that there is only one God. There is a single, all-powerful deity whom Sikhs call Akal Purakh, which means Eternal One, and he combines all the functions of the various Hindu deities. Like the Islamic conception of God, Allah, Akal Purakh is believed to be a personal God. And so he's not like the Brahman, which is this sort of impersonal, all-encompassing, cosmic, divine reality, but is much more similar to the Christian God, with whom it's possible to have a relationship. Like the Christian and Muslim God, the Sikh deity is eternal, lasts forever, transcendent, meaning not confined by the world, but also immanent, meaning he's present in the world and intimately involved in the lives of his followers. So again, humans are separated from God due to selfishness, and our tendency to focus on creation rather than the Creator. In other words, idolatry. God's grace is what allows us to overcome our selfishness and our tendency to things of this world, and to live according to hukam, which is the divine order, the laws, the moral rules which God has given us in order to live ethical lives. Ultimately, if we overcome our selfishness and escape samsara, we'll achieve moksha, which Sikhs understand as unity with God and infinite bliss. Like Muslims, but in contrast to Hindus, Sikhs do not have images of God or statues or icons. Instead, they regard God as being, again, transcendent and invisible, and it's impossible, therefore, to depict God. One of the main ways of worshiping God is by repeating the name of God and by singing kirtans, which are hymns to